Hello everybody, welcome to the channel on a hot August afternoon. It's about 109 here in Texas, down in East Texas, and of course it's not near that in the house, so I think I'll hang out here for a little while, but not a good day to take your guitar outside, I'll say that. I had several emails and conversations on YouTube with quite a few folks who had left comments about asking me which one of these two guitars should they get if they were only going to get one. And of course I mentioned to them that it really depends. If this Epiphone inspired by Gibson Hummingbird over here, that guitar has mahogany back and sides with a Sitka spruce top, and this Excellente Epiphone, both built in the Masterbuilt factory, has a maple. It also has, it has oven call back and sides, which is in that rosewood family, with a Sitka spruce top. It also has this rather large maple and walnut neck with primarily maple. The bulk of the wood on this is maple. If you've seen any reviews or saw my last one, I went through all that in detail. I'm not going to do it again. The other difference, I believe this is an ebony fretboard on this Excellente. Now it's more expensive than that Hummingbird behind me. This guitar tonally will take your breath away. It's tone, sustain, all that. It's fascinating for the money, and they're going up in price. So I picked this one up. I think out the door I paid $1,100 worth of case. Again, a crazy situation where Epiphone builds a massively unique and beautiful and quality guitar, and you can buy it without a case, okay? To me, that's just strange. I say it every time. Very strange. If you buy this guitar, put it in a case, okay? It'd break my heart to think you bought one of these and you didn't have it in the case, because you're going to humidify it in the case, hopefully. It's a extremely quality guitar. It's a little top heavy. This neck is pretty heavy on this guitar. So here's what I would say from my standpoint. I love both of them. I think they both have, they sound different sonically. They're both square-shouldered dreadnoughts. I think sheer volume of wood, you're pulling some interesting tones out of this Excellente that you might not pull out of the Hummingbird. And so from that standpoint, as much as I do love the Hummingbird, I could listen to this guitar all day long. I love the Hummingbird because it sounds beautiful to me, and it's not nearly as heavy and awkward as the Excellente is. So that's the one thing. Now this stays here. It's not going anywhere. It'll be right here from now on. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it records. the Epiphone inspired by Gibson Hummingbird is more manageable from a player standpoint. And if you got right down to it, the Epiphone inspired by Gibson J45 is the most manageable of that lineup to play. By that, I mean you don't have the weight that you've got with the Hummingbird, and for sure not the Excellente. These are a different class of guitars, really. But this Excellente, I ordered it from Sweetwater because I was going to have to order it. Nobody had it in stock, right? And so if I'm going to order a guitar online, I go to those folks, and I'm not doing a paid commercial for them. It's just that I pick up the phone after I make the order, and I call the sales guy that I use up there at Sweetwater, and I tell him, you know, I want that guitar gone over with a fine-tooth comb. Whatever you do, don't let it show up at my house in a box and the case show up separately. If that happens, I'll send it back. Okay. And they don't do that. They've always done really well with me, and the truth is, they were doing just fine by me long before I ever started the YouTube channel. This is not going to be a long review. I'm just going to insert a few comparisons for you to hear. But if you're playing out gigging every day, this is probably not the guitar you want to take out for that. Unless it's perfect weather and you're only going to do 1 or 2 songs with it, because it's going to get heavy. Especially the neck. I mean, this thing is a beast. And the original one was a beast that Loretta Lynn had. So, but it's an absolutely stunningly beautiful guitar. Mother of pearl inlays. All this is mother of pearl on both these guitars. It's just that this neck on this one, being a 7-piece neck, and maple, where the neck on the Epiphone inspired by Gibson Hummingbird is mahogany. So you're going to get some sonic. You're going to get some. You're going to pull some tones out of this guitar that you're not going to pull out of other guitars that are made at that Masterbuilt factory. So from that standpoint, it's very unique and beautiful, okay? And it does sound like a dream. So you have to decide, you know, if you're hanging out at the house and this is primarily where you're going to use it, and you've got a few other guitars, because you probably don't want to hold this one all day long. Man, it is really, really nice. It's not too bad sitting down. But if you're a standing up individual that plays a guitar, yeah, you're gonna notice this one. Anyway, folks, let me know what you think. It's always good to see you. Stay cool out there if you're down south, because it is hot and dangerous out there. Take care of your friends. Take care of your family. God bless. We'll see you next time.